malls for things that you want, and there was something I wanted at Shields, the big sports store, including outdoorsman sports, I found out. So that meant going to the mall in Eden Prairie. And I was blown away by how big the store was. How big is it, you would say, if you haven't been there? It's so big, it's 2 levels big enough to have a Ferris wheel. Normally I would say, yeah, I would want to ride the Ferris wheel, except 2 reasons why I didn't. Nobody to ride with, and I just got off work and I was tired and wanted to go home. So maybe some other time I will ride their Ferris wheel. And then, I am known as the bank employee that means tales from the bank, like tales from the crypt. 2 good stories this week. Yeah, that river is not running dry anytime soon. I have to talk to people all the time when they want requests filled for different reasons when I have access to check copies and such. And there was a check that I overnighted, and I got a response to it a week later, a lady that said she wanted to put a stop payment on it. I respond by saying, that's your business if you want to do that. And of course, I can't do stop payments. And her response was, oh, sorry, I contacted the wrong department. And she said my response was a little brusque. And I had to look up that word, and and there are different synonyms for it. One of them being offhand, and another was blunt or even rude. And it's like, what was I supposed to say? Hey, silly bitch, I am not the one that can help you. No, that wouldn't work. I would lose my job. So, yeah, I guess I have heard that blunt or rude thing before, but it's like, that's just who I am. I mean, especially when I grew up with somebody like my dad, who would say things when I was very young, like, quit fucking around. And I didn't like hearing him yell like that, so I did my best not to fuck around him. And that meant, that was just his way of, don't waste my time. So I'm the type that doesn't beat around the bush when I talk to people either. I mean, it's not like I'm bullshitting with somebody for 5 minutes and then finally get around to why I'm calling them. It's like what I heard on a cop show one time. When a cop shows up to an active investigation, it's like, what do you got? That's how I am. It's like, I don't want to waste people's time. It's, what do you got? What do we got? And some people don't like that. It's like, well, my feelings never mattered. So it's like, just live with it. Sometimes you have to put your feelings aside and just get the work done. Bank story number 2. Oh, so many different things that can happen at work when you're a check printer. Like how one thing that had never happened before but finally did this past week. I have to swap out the toner cartridge like once a month. And this time it was stuck. I didn't know what to do, and I had to wait till over the weekend for somebody to show up, and they took care of it. It's like, yay! Now I can get caught up again. But no, we've got server issues now, so it's like, okay, I have to wait again. And then going to the branch manager to have important checks printed right away, like for tax purposes, and it's like, okay, I guess I already knew the branch manager. Probably wasn't a big deal to her. But yeah, that was a big deal. Oh. But somehow you just get through it. Well, just had a birthday, and you know what that means. I signed up for loyalty programs, and there are a lot of birthday offers that I get emailed. And some of them are pretty nice, but it's still a case of it's an incentive to spend more money with us. I already used the one for Caribou Coffee, because for a while you only could use the free coffee day of, but now they give you a week, so that's a little bit better. But there are some others coming out, like, free piece of cake at IKEA. Oh yeah, it's a nice place to eat at. I think I'll do that. Or free popcorn at the movie theater in Egan. It's like, yeah, I think I'll do that too. Who doesn't like movies? birthday. Yeah, I covered that. I guess technically there was another birthday offer when I bought a laptop at Best Buy. They sent me a gift certificate, and that's expiring. I knew that was expiring this month. But there aren't a lot of small ticket items you can get at Best Buy anymore because they no longer have CDs or DVDs. So it's like, all right, you got baseball cards. Yeah, except I went to the wrong location. They didn't have baseball cards. Well, who has it? It's like, all right, go to this store. It's like, okay. But I didn't want to drive all over creation just to use my damn gift certificate. So I think that's why I was willing to ask. So then it's like, all right, the second location I go to is going to be the last. I just want to get in and get out. I shouldn't have to order online something like baseball cards. I prefer to just get it in store whenever possible. And this weekend I watched some college basketball because tournament time, and it was decidedly different on the two places I watched it. I watched it at a bar for the Saturday game. The Sunday game I watched it at home. And you know what? I didn't mind when I watched it at the bar that the sound was off because they had the jukebox on. Yeah, I'd much rather listen to music than annoying game announcers. I just want to see what's happening. And I don't need to have somebody tell me what's happening. So yeah, in that case, no complaint there. Who doesn't like music? Well, that'll do it for me. Thank you, all been great.